Well, good morning. It's been a while since we worked with Abby here because of the weather and the holidays and lots of other things going on. So probably take a while for her to get reacclimated to us. She's a little leery this morning. What? There you go. That was a good release there, girl. Yeah. There you go. That's good. So she wanted to move away, but she caught herself and stopped and relaxed. And so I release the pressure when she does that. There you go, girl. There you go. So I don't really have any agenda this morning. I'm just kind of waiting to see what she thinks she needs a little help with. Hi, girl. And my really only request is that she engage with me in some way. And when she does, I'm gonna just let her know that that's safe to do. Let's see. I know those dogs playing to distract me too. I know, lots of dogs, huh? Lots of dogs. There you go. You're used to dogs though, aren't you? There you go. That's right. Let's just pay attention to me. Don't worry about them. Come on. Come over here. Let's not even worry about them. Let's just don't even worry about them. There you go, girl. Girl. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's better. It's okay. Just go ahead, move out and relax a little. Go ahead, get your drink. All right, now let's move. So mostly what I'm doing right now is letting her move and just watching how she processes everything that's going on. I want to see the things that make her feel a little tense, the things that make her feel a little curious, things that upset her a little, like a dog coming too close to the fence. A dog she doesn't know that well. So basically what I'm trying to do is just really connect to what's going on inside her. Because I really want her to connect with what's going on inside me too. If she'll connect to what's going on inside me and with what's going on inside herself, then she's not going to be so afraid of us being together. She's not going to be worried about that. When that energy level goes up around us, from the dogs, of course it has a tendency to want to bring her energy level up too. It's okay, girl. Look. Yeah, you can come back here if you want to. There you go. Yeah. Just release all that tension. It's okay. I know you don't get to, but I can take my coat off when it gets a little warm out here. There you go, girl. So I would like her reaction when I step up toward her. Instead of turning away from me, to turn toward me, to move toward me a little. So every time she does that, I'm going to release the pressure. I want her to understand that it's really safe to engage with me and that she doesn't have to move away from me. There you go, girl. Step up here and reach out. There you go. Ah, that's all I'm asking for right now, is that when you step up to me, you reach out to me, not turn away from me. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. There. So the one thing I really don't want is for when I step up there for her to not give me any reaction. I want her to either say yes or no. I don't want this ambivalence that is just saying, well, yeah, whatever you think I need to do. I don't want her to ever just appease. If she's feeling no, I want her to say no. If she's feeling no, I don't want her to stand there and not tell me that she's feeling no. There you go, girl. There. Because if it's not safe for her to tell me no, it's not safe for me or her for her to tell me yes. Yeah. So she touched me that time and then changed her mind. That's okay. Changing her mind about touch is fine. I want her to know she can do that too. But then when she changes her mind and then quits saying yes or no, then that's when it becomes a problem. There you go. That no. There you go. That's better. So she's standing there not saying yes or no. She would let me touch her and rub her a little bit right here, but I don't want to. Till she says, yes, do it. So I'm just going to stand here till she says one or the other. There you go. So she moved toward me a little bit. So I'm going to release the pressure. I'm going to reward an answer of any kind, because that's what I want, is an answer. That's what I'm looking for right now, is an answer, not an appeasement. Yeah. There. So she moved toward me a little that time. But she changed her mind. That's okay. I want her to know it's okay for her to change her mind. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, your little buddy's trying to come up here. He'll get here in a little bit. He'll get here in a little bit. So when she gets to feeling like, well, maybe I can control him a little bit, I'm just going to ask her to go away a little. Inappropriate to attach to me to control me. So she's going to have to go away a little until she can connect a little better. And it's not a punishment, it's a safety issue. It's not safe for her or for me for us to attach out of control. Hmm. So these attempts to come back to me while I'm still keeping just a little pressure here on her side are just her attempts to control what I do with the pressure. She thinks if she come back over here to me, I'll take the pressure off. So those are still further attempts to attach to me, to control me. And if I let them work, she'll come back over here and she may let me touch her for a little bit, but she's going to want to start to control how I touch her and when I touch her. I want that to be out of connection, not out of appeasement or control or compliance. So I moved my pressure back to her rear. She noticed and she came back over. Hey. Hey. So that time she got anxious that I was going to try to control her. When she does that, I want her to detach. So one of the ways that I can keep her from just getting into checked out walking mode is to ask her to change directions once in a while. And if she doesn't notice when my energy moves in front of her, to ask her to change directions, it's a pretty clear sign she's just walking around on autopilot. If, when I do that, put my pressure in front of her, see, this time she doesn't even notice. Walking around more on autopilot. So anytime I think she's doing that, I'm just going to ask her to change directions. So that she'll stay connected instead of just appeasing and complying. That was good that time. Now if I move it to the rear, does she notice? So anytime one of us feels like the other one is trying to control, then detachment is the right thing to do. I want her to detach if she thinks I'm controlling her. And if she starts to control me, I'm going to detach. Now, I've been asking her to detach when she does that, but for now, when I feel like she's trying to control me, I'm going to detach instead of asking her to. Because that's what I want her to do if she feels like I'm trying to control her. There you go. There. 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 That's good. That's good. There. Good job. Good job. There. You can smell that hand all you want. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. That's good. That's what you should do. You should detach a little. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's better. So when she feels this need to detach a little for her comfort, I'm not going to take that personal. I know that's about her. And I'm not going to let it cause me to disengage or disconnect I'm going to keep asking for the relationship, just with my attention on her a little bit, my requests for engagement on her. I'm not going to let her reticence in this say anything about me. Now, I have my own things that I worry about. I'm not going to worry about hers. I'm going to let her figure that out and work through them, and I'm going to help her when she tells me what those are. I'm going to do my best to help her work through them. But I'm not going to take those as mine. I'm going to just know what my intentions are and know what it is I want out of this relationship, and let her figure that out for herself, what her intentions are and what she wants out of it. So when she detaches, it's okay. I'm going to let her do that. And I'm just going to kind of stay with her till she decides that she wants to try something else. So she did. She decided, all right, I've detached enough. I feel safe enough to try to reattach. And that's what I want. I want her to start feeling safe enough to reattach, to re-engage. And I want it to be her decision, not mine. Although it's what I want, it still has to be her decision to do that. And the more I let her make that decision, the more she's going to find that it's a safe decision to make. So she feels a little less sure about herself when I'm over on this side of her. That's okay. I'm going to help her understand that I can be safe over here too. So when they have one side that they feel unsafe with you on, but they'll let you on the other side, that's usually appeasement. I'll appease you by giving you the side I feel safe with you on. And I notice that when she does that, she has a tendency to want to check out a little bit when I'm on that right side. Now, she doesn't do that when I'm on this side. It's always either a yes or no on this side. When I go to the other side, she's more apt to want to appease me. Like right there where she's not saying yes or no. She doesn't do that on the other side. And that's usually what happens when a horse has the side that they're trying to protect, is you always get a definite answer on this side, and then you start to get appeasement from the other side. So if I want her to quit appeasing me, and sometimes this seems a little backwards, but if I want her to quit appeasing me when I'm on her right side, I've got to help her feel safe with me on her right side. I mean on her left side. There you go, girl. There. There. That's better. That's good. There. Yep. So now I'm not going to ask her to detach. I'm not going to ask her to come back. I'm going to try to just keep enough energy on her so that she knows I'm still engaged. So I didn't make a request of any kind that time. I just kind of said, yep, I'm still here with you, girl. That's okay. You need to walk around. That's fine. I'm here with you. And when you feel like maybe it's okay to come back, I'm going to let you do that. There you go, girl. There. That's better. Yeah. And anytime she feels like she needs to move and work this out, I'm just going to let her do that. I think one of the mistakes we make with horses is that we think we have to be involved in everything they work out. Sometimes I think it's okay for them to just go work it out. With me just holding this space and letting her do that. I think we do the same thing to people, especially our kids, where we think, oh no, they can't work this out without my guidance. Guidance is great when it's needed. But sometimes they just have to work some things out on their own. And I have to just hold that space and let them do that. She still wants me on her right side. There you go. So she quit trying to protect this left side for a second. And when she quit trying to protect it, I went away from it. And she tries to protect it by blocking it here with her head. And when she quits trying to block it, I'm going to let her know, see, there was nothing to protect it from. Hey, girl. There you go. So it's a really subtle thing that I'm looking for. I'm looking for her to turn her head toward me when I walk up on this side in an attempt to connect instead of in an attempt to block. Now that's a pretty subtle thing to work on. But that's okay, it's the subtle things that really make a lot of difference. All right, see, this is turning toward me in an attempt to block. That's okay. She's starting to quit that a lot quicker than she was. Are you going to try to block me? Huh? Good. Good girl. So she's really starting to learn, well, blocking him is not really necessary. There you go, girl. Yeah.
About 5 minutes, Pop.
Okay. So now I'm starting to anticipate her anticipating. I want to see, there you go. I'm starting to do this from further out now instead of right up next to her. There you go, girl. Okay, so there. So I got a different response from her ears at that time. I'm starting to get a little more curiosity. I know, I came a step further that time, didn't I? It's okay, figure it out. There you go, girl. All right. I think that's going to be a good place to leave it today. I'm not going to back off, though, until those ears come forward a little bit. There you go. Let's keep them forward. I want you to relax a little. Even the posture of her ears tells me the difference between when she's trying to engage with me or trying to block me. If you'll notice this ear on my side, staying back, staying in a no, I don't like this posture. And I'd like for it to become more of a curious posture instead of a blocking posture, because that just tells me where she's at in her brain with this. So those are things I'm really going to start to pay attention to. If you'll notice, she doesn't do it so much on this side. Well, she might now since I said she didn't. See how more relaxed this ear is? It's not back. It's not in a blocking posture. It does a little bit, but not near the level that this left ear does. Okay, girl. I'm going to let you stop there for today.